Welcome to a Global Current Affairs. Today, we're delving into Pakistan's financial history with the IMF from its 1950 debut to the recent $3 billion agreement in 2023. We'll explore leaders, inflation, and economic impacts. Join us for a gripping journey through 7 decades of Pakistan's IMF story. Don't forget to subscribe for more compelling insights. 1950, Pakistan joins the IMF. Pakistan joined the IMF on July 11, 1950. The country was facing fiscal problems since its creation in 1947 after gaining independence from British India. 1958, President Iskandar Mirza. First IMF bailout President Iskandar Mirza was in power when Pakistan turned to the IMF for the first time in 1958. The loan of US $25 million was sought to stabilize the economy. The IMF agreement, signed on December 8, 1958, aimed to address fiscal challenges. 1965. President Ayub Khan, second in agreement. President Ayub Khan led the country when Pakistan approached the IMF again in 1965. Pakistan received a loan of US $37,500,000 on March 16, 1965. The nation was dealing with the economic consequences of war. President Ayub Khan, third IMF engagement, President Ayub Khan was still in power when Pakistan sought its third IMF agreement in 1968. The IMF provided US $75 million on October 17, 1968 to address balance of payment problems. President Yahan, loss of East Pakistan President Yahya Khan's tenure saw the loss of East Pakistan during the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. This war caused significant economic damage to Pakistan. Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, post-war influenced Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, took office in 1973. In response to the financial aftermath of the war, Pakistan secured loans from the IMF $84 million in 1972, $75 million in 1973, and another $75 million in 1974 to meet the nation's growing financial needs. President Ziaul Haq, urgent IMF standby arrangement. President Ziaul Haq's regime saw another IMF standby arrangement of $80 million in 1977. This agreement aimed to address immediate economic challenges. President Ziaul Haq extended facility in 1980 during President Ziaul Haq's time in power. Pakistan reached an extended facility agreement with the IMF amounting to $349 million to combat ongoing economic struggles. President Ziaul Haq continued financial support. Pakistan withdrew an additional $730 million from the IMF in 1981 during President Ziaul Haq's rule, as the country was actively involved in the US-Soviet Cold War conflict. Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto and President Ghulam Aisha Khan, IMF engagements. Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto assumed office in 1988. Her government, in collaboration with President Ghulam Aisha Khan, withdrew US $194,480,000 as part of a standby arrangement and another US $382,410,000 as a structural adjustment facility commitment on December 28, 1988. This period faced challenges of alleged corruption and economic difficulties. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif alternative funding in 1990. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's government decided against seeking an IMF loan and instead arranged donations from friendly countries like Saudi Arabia. Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto returned to IMF in 1993. Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto's government returned to power. They reached a standby arrangement of $8 million on September 16, 1993. Her government faced criticism for economic mismanagement. Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto. Subsequent loans under Benazir Bhutto's leadership, Pakistan continued to borrow from the IMF. In 1994, her government obtained a loan of US $123,200,000 under the Extended Fund Facility and another USA $72,200,000 in February 22, 1994. During this period, the economy remained in poor shape, leading to a third engagement during her government's tenure in 1995, securing $294,690,000 on December 13. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif returned to IMF in 1997. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif returned to power. His government urgently signed an agreement with the IMF, securing 2 loans, $65,370,000 in US and $13,740,000 on October 20, 1997. This was necessary to address the economic challenges left by Benazir Bhutto's administration. President Pervez Musharraf, further IMF engagements in 2000. Pakistan received US $465 million through a standby arrangement. 1 year later, in 2001, the country turned to the IMF again, securing a loan of US $161,420,000 under the Extended Fund Facility on December 6. President Pervez Musharraf was in power, and the IMF loans were necessary to manage the country's economic situation. Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani, largest employee loan in 2008 under the leadership of Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani, Pakistan received its largest ever IMF loan of $7.06 billion. However, only a total sum of $4,936,035 had been withdrawn. The loan aimed to stabilize the country's economy. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif extended fund facility on September 4, 2013. During Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's tenure, Pakistan received financial assistance from the IMF amounting to $4,320,000 through an extended fund facility to address economic challenges. Prime Minister Imran Khan UAD-MF conditions in 2018. Imran Khan became the Prime Minister of Pakistan. His government initially sought friendly loans from Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and China to avoid strict IMF conditions. However, in 2019, as economic conditions worsened, the government approached the IMF for the 22nd time. The IMF granted a loan of US $1 billion. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, critical IMF agreement on June 30, 2023. Pakistan, under Prime Minister Imran Khan's leadership, reached an agreement with the IMF at the staff level for a standby arrangement worth $3 billion. This agreement was crucial as Pakistan was facing the risk of defaulting on its financial obligations. The impact of these loans and agreements varied over the years, influencing factors like inflation and overall economic stability. They were often essential for stabilizing Pakistan's economy, but they also came with their own set of economic and political challenges. The IMF granted a loan, but with conditions, including an increase in energy tariffs, removal of energy subsidies, higher taxation, privatization of public entities, and fiscal policy adjustments.